another episode of Deca Debrief. I am C, we have Repgul.
Hey.
And we have Tiffit. Please go ahead and say hello.
Hello.
So we have sponsors. We have partners from the Nexus Network. This includes Dungeoneer, Fungal/Crystal Cavern Discord, and the Ideas Discord, as well as the Nexus Network Discord itself. Special thanks to all of our patrons. You guys help the podcast keep afloat. Okay, general stuff. First question. How'd you first get into Realm?
I think it was in elementary school. A friend of mine, their friend's brother. It was like a whole chain of like people telling each other about the game. But eventually, my friend told me, and yeah, I think like they showed me like in like the like elementary school like computer lab or something, because Flash game. So I was like, damn, this game's cool. But I didn't really play all that much until Deca.
Oh, really?
I mean, I probably played a good amount, but I was pretty bad. Like maxing in general was like very tough for me. But like post Deca, I just was better at the game, I guess.
To be fair, the skill level of like what's considered good has also raised so much that you probably would have been awesome back then. You know what I mean?
No, like I was struggling to like get a pet. Like I remember when pets came out, I like spent so much time trying to like get a pet egg, and I just couldn't. Like I remember vividly like that memory.
It's still a struggle out here. I mean, like catching up with like the game meta has like moved so far past where it's like if you can't do fucking like hard mode umis and like hard mode shatters, like who even are you?
I can't do any of that.
Yeah, it's so fucking grindy. Like you have to play a lot to like be good at that stuff, or you just have to be a natural god like fucking Lucas Gomez, whatever, like the guy that played Toho.
I only recently have been able to actually like consistently been able to do O3s. I think I've done like one new shatters ever, and yeah.
He's just like me for real. What the hell? My brother made me make my own Realm account when I like first started playing, because I played on his account and he got so sick and tired of me dying that he was just like, all right, Sammy, just make your own, please. And I was just like, okay. And I think I cried when he made me do it, because I was like 10 years old or something.
Well, I don't even remember how. It was like in middle school at this time. I was like at a friend's house and we were both playing Realm like on our laptops, and we were doing Oryx 2, and I basically never seen Oryx 2 like phases before, because by the time I got to him, he was like basically almost dead. So I'd be able to get a few hits in, but like this time I got in early. And all of my set I bought from Nexus because I got some gold, and I died in O2, and I just remember feeling so sad.
Oh no, dude. I've done the same thing, I'm not gonna lie.
A few years ago, I talked to, I forget who, but like I was like, why do you still, someone from Deca, why do you still sell stuff in like tops and stuff in Nexus for gold? And they're like, it's surprisingly like a good amount of people still buy them. That's why we still sell them. But I mean, I bought them when I was young, so.
I heard the same thing was it Adri, I think? Somebody, told me the same thing, that they actually make like a decent amount of money off of it. Oh wait, no, it was fucking Piggy. Do you remember Piggy?
I think I've talked to him like a few times, but yeah, not much.
Yeah, he was on the testing team for a little bit. He used to be around our podcast quite a bit. I love that guy.
Yeah, he was an artist, right?
Was he? I don't remember what he did. How did you get into closed testing in the first place?
Deca opened up applications and I applied. That was it. I think me having had known some people in testing helped. Because I remember after applying, I talked to a friend who also applied, and we were like, oh, we have like the exact same answers. And I got in and he didn't, so.
Yeah, I've heard vouchers are actually important. Like for the older applications, they actually wanted you to be vouched by 2 people, I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember, but I mean, it makes sense because like anyone can just BS an application. Doesn't mean like they should be trusted, so.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a bad way to go about it.
What sucks is that like you basically have to know someone who's already part of testing, but yeah, I can't think of any better way to do it, to like judge someone's character other than having people vouch for you.
There was someone recently who was asking, well, I didn't partake in the conversation, but I saw it, but somebody was asking Mizumi and was like, hey, can I drop your name in the closed testing? And Mizumi was just like, you should put in a really good application instead. And it was just...
I think a good application definitely helps. Knowing people helps. A big thing that I've seen Deca mention many times is if you actually participate in like the open betas or like on the testing servers and actually give feedback, that's a huge thing. Because it shows that like you're not just applying just to like get the free gold or whatever, you actually care. I think knowing people now probably less of a big thing. I think because they do like the public testing so often, that's definitely a big thing if
Mhm.
you reply like on Discord and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The
How do you
word
like the new content? Now that
Uh,
you're trying like O3s and shatters and
I mean, I
whatnot.
think it's great. I miss how much you could fuck around in the old shatters, but the new shatters just looks amazing.
It's definitely intense.
Yeah, but I think that's good. I think Realm needs something like that.
It definitely keeps a lot of people playing still, and I'm sure Deca
Mhm.
makes quite a bit of money off of like HM skip keys and stuff.
Though I think their biggest moneymaker now are shinies. People spend so much money on keys
Yes.
for shinies.
Oh, my gosh.
The
yeah.
whales will actually just spend like $500 on snake pits and just run that throughout the day. It's insane.
Yeah,
Holy.
like there's dungeons that people would never do normally, but they add a shiny to it, and people just do it for like 5 hours straight.
Yeah, the
I
fact
did
that the
so many
shinies.
M-Woods.
Oh yeah, M Woods as well.
Yeah.
Holy crap, the amount of money
They're
that they've
just
spent
going
on the
at it.
game. Yeah, they're crazy with it. They are. Man, and the dungeons are so fast that essentially Deca's making more money per minute off of those fucking keys
Yeah.
than like fungals and stuff. That's crazy.
Like I think D-Docs are pretty big now. Like a lot of people do D-Docs now.
Yeah, this event, or this
Yeah.
season rather. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of fucking D-Docs. You know, the usual like C-Deps and Sprite Worlds because of the EP.
I
nice.
luckily for me, I do not care about shinies, so
You say luckily?
I think it's for me at least. Like I don't get like I play the game until I hit 8-8, and then I'm just like, well, I have nothing else to do in the game because I don't really do like that much grinding. I can't do that.
No 720?
Oh,
No,
720 grind sucks.
I think I'm at like 50 right now.
I'm a big fan of the shiny hunting, especially because you don't have to be an endgame player to do it, and it like
Yeah,
hits the
yeah.
dopamine just right. I got a fucking shiny leaf bow today, and I haven't stopped smiling about it.
Aww.
Maybe it's because I've never gotten a shiny. That might be it. Maybe once I get one, I'll understand. My eyes will open.
The first one will definitely like it definitely like, gives you like a little hit, like I don't know, something in your fucking brain just triggers.
It's hard for me to care about items in general. Once a season ends, I just like last season. On the last day, I was like, well, it's the end of the season, so I just went and killed my character because might as well get the fame from it.
Same.
What
And-
the heck?
And I just started a new character next season. I never play non-seasonal anymore.
Same. It's seasonal's like I don't know. It's more enjoyable. It feels like
Yeah.
more like old realm. You know.
Because now, like, my regular vault just has way too much stuff. I like honestly, my favorite progress, or like process of the game is from level 20 to 8-8. That part of maxing is like where I have the most fun.
I agree, especially with the new realms. Like playing in the
Oh,
realm is
yeah.
now so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, I love the new realms.
You're the only person I know that prefers the process of like level 20 to 8-8 over like being
Yeah.
and then like actually running dungeons. That's so
That's because we hang out in a fucking endgame guild with a ton of degens.
okay, fair enough.
We're like, yeah, no, we hang out with like people who are literally like so sweaty about the game. So it's like, I don't know, it's a funny perspective shift.
Well, yeah, I do too. Like, I have friends that like all they care about is like doing top damage and stuff. It's hard for me to play with them because we'll be like just playing in the rope, and then they'll be like, wait, I gotta go. There's a hard mode shatter stuff. I gotta go do that.
Yeah, and you're just sitting there like, yeah, I'll stay in Risen Hell, get my shitty seal.
Well, at least now I can actually grind for like the biomuties, which I think is just such a fun concept.
Yeah, they're great. A
Or
lot
like
of them are good,
no
too.
matter what you're doing, you're like still grinding for something.
I'm really glad because old event whites, like once you added the forge, event whites went out the window. Like those were no longer meaningful in any way, except like Oreo, which is like the only one you can't craft, and Cedar. But
I think Forge is just bad.
I agree. I think it's okay
Just
on
the whole
seasonal because like if I have to like
Yeah.
during the season I have to get like a coronation or like a Lumiere blueprint, it's like fine, but you have it permanently unlocked on like non-seasonal, which makes it basically worthless because you can just throw together like some items and just get your shitty Lumi.
Well, I think Forge is fine. I think the way blueprints are handed out, or like the whole blueprint system.
And they just fucking hand you schematics.
Yeah.
Holy shit. When I see a schematic drop in like a dungeon, I'm like, this is worthless because they're just going to give me like 2 in the battle pass, like 2 full sets. Who cares about these?
Yeah.
I have more blueprints than I actually have like the actual
No, yeah, same. You just
Item,
stockpile them
you know
after a
what I mean?
while.
I wish like the whole, because it was meant to be like a pity system, but so like I wish it was like you needed UTs from the dungeon to make something, which I think a lot of people agree with. But now like the biggest issue is that you can do a completely unrelated dungeon and get the UTs from a different dungeon.
You can use like an Avarice blueprint and then like 4 items from fungals, and then since like the blueprint counts as like an O3 item, you didn't have to do a single O3, and now you have a fucking I don't know, vesture or
Yeah.
whatever you're making.
It definitely ruins a lot of like the fun of like grinding for items.
Yeah, feels less like you earned it, for sure.
Yeah.
A long time ago, you talked about being discontent with Realm being unwilling to release any of their drop rates, specifically with players who buy lots of keys without much reward. Do you think that the situation has improved at all over time, or do you think that drop percentages should still be known to the people?
I think people probably should still know. I think the biggest issue was STs used to be super rare, but I think now ST items are like definitely more common.
Oh yeah.
Like ST, like yeah, I remember ST items being like even more rare than like the UTs and stuff.
Yeah.
And people who don't know about that will just spend money on keys and then just spend so much money and not get anything, which I think is unfair. But I think now it's better. Still, Deca should release some sort of like way of knowing how rare something is. Even if it's not like exact numbers, it should still be like, this item is rare and this item is very rare. Just something to say how rare something is.
I agree.
Because usually it's like in games they use a tier system for you to understand how rare something is, but pretty much everything is a UT, just if it's not in the classification of a tiered item, which is kind of confusing.
Yeah, because
understand.
Your Snake Eye Ring and your Forgotten Crown are the same tier. That makes no sense. Like, what?
The only thing that like differentiates them is like forge value, which is only just because they're from different dungeons. It's not like their rarity or anything. Because other games have like different tiers that are like common, rare, legendary, mythical, stuff like that. But Realm does not have that.
I guess like feed power can kind of be used as a value to gauge how good something is, but it's not even...
I mean, Candy Coated's like 1050, and then I think Gemstone is like slightly less, like 950 or something.
Feed power feels very arbitrary.
Yeah, I agree.
I take it all back.
The feed power is silly. The Candy Coated being so high, and there's a lot of STs that are like 1000 plus as well, that are like, I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, feed power means nothing, it's so arbitrary.
Whoever made the item what they felt like at the time.
I guess so, yeah. And the skins on top of it, like skins I feel like are the rarest thing you can get from a dungeon, and then they're like 1,000, like flat.
Oh, they used to be 5,000.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, they used to be 5,000 and they were so good for feet, and then they dropped it to 2k, and then now it's 1k for maximum rarity or whatever.
They used to be 5,000 and common from like events, so people like fed their pets a ton during that like time period.
Yeah, and you could buy like the duped, you could trade for like duped ones, because like a lot of the RWT sites, they would sell like duped skins, like what's the trickster one? You know, the Vampirus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also like the Bachelor Rogue.
Yeah, Skeleton Warrior.
When they added the Skeleton Warrior to like the UDL event chest, but they made it like drop in a public bag, so it was basically impossible to get. The people would just auto-loot it constantly.
Free for all.
Oh, it's so funny. That would be funny if they did this.
Of grave looting.
Oh my god. I wasn't around for that era, but that sounds
I never
crazy.
played during that.
That's how I got my first SIBO. That was my only white for a very, very long time. When would you say is like your most active time period in Realm?
I think like early Deca, like 2016 to like 2018.
Oh,
I played
really?
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I still play like now, like every so often, but it's definitely not like a daily thing like it used to be.
It's like Lost Halls 1.0, right?
Before then. It was
before then.
Like the endgame dungeon was like Shatters. That's when I played the most.
Oh, that was like right
days.
before I came back to the game, I think. Well, came back to the game the first time.
Before Lost Halls 1.0, there was Nest, which was like the new, like very difficult dungeon, which is kind of funny to think about now because it's a very easy dungeon now.
Yeah.
But I remember so many people dying when Nest came out.
Wait, did
and
we
then Lost Halls came out.
Did we get Halls or Nest first?
We got Nest.
Oh, wow.
And then Halls came out, and people were like, wait, this dungeon's actually difficult.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember it now.
I remember breadcrumbing and all that. That was crazy.
Oh, that was awesome. Do you remember when you could grief the fucking runs by just like putting the flame in the corner for cults? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking split runs, and you had like, you needed 100 people, like fucking
minimum. They would be like Group A, Group B, 2 different raid leaders.
Oh my god.
People would like split up in like the NBC arena, like what corner they're going to.
Yeah, you would split people up into 4 group. Okay, we need 1 paladin bottom left, guys.
Lost Halls 1.0 is crazy.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
I saw that there was a blog post about you released during the pandemic about curry, I think is how it's pronounced. How's that been going? Because I thought it was really sweet when I first saw it.
We live together now, so...
Oh my god!
What?
That's That's so cute. If anybody is like, what the heck blog post are you talking about? It was basically about love during the pandemic and detailed how Tiffit and Curry met and how they started talking. And it was so cute. It was so very cute.
God, I remember like Wotan asking like, hey, does anyone here know anyone who's like in a relationship from someone they met in Realm? And I was like, I might know someone. And then like we made a group chat and Wotan just asked questions.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so cute.
That's how I started playing Realm, when my ex-girlfriends introduced me to this game, and now I'm stuck here, I guess.
Wait, really?
The one before Star.
Oh my god, really? I had no idea.
That's how she was actually in Tide Army first, and that's how I met Talwar initially, was through her, which is crazy.
I thought she was just a random. What the hell?
No, Tempo Storm, dude. That was how I started playing. So Minecraft, what is it? Realm of the Minecraft? I don't even remember the fucking name, but the Minecraft Realm server thing, is that still around?
So it's a mod for Minecraft that connects to like the official Realm servers. It does not work currently because every time Deca updates the game, I need to update it, and I have not updated it in a while.
What? Okay, I want to know some of the complications behind it. I remember seeing the post where you guys first figured out like getting the nest properly like put into the Minecraft server so that you could do the nest boss fight. That shit looked so janky.
I'm not sure what you might be thinking of something else.
Am I?
Yeah, because there's also like the Realm Minecraft server.
I don't know. I might be misremembering.
That's the
it's been
one
a long time.
That's the one from Rolo, I think.
Oh, it was. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. My bad.
The one I made was the Minecraft
the
client,
mod, right?
Yeah, the mod that connects
Yeah,
to
okay.
like the actual Realm servers, and I could play Realm on Minecraft.
How exactly does that work? I saw like a clip of it, but I was just like, whoa. I don't really know anything about how Minecraft modding works either, so...
I basically just copied the same way the like regular Realm client communicates with the Realm servers.
Mm-hmm.
And I just put that in like my own mod. Like the base of it is pretty simple because if the servers tell me this enemy at this location, I just render that but in Minecraft. The complicated part is actually figuring out how the client and the server talk to each other. Because Deca heavily obfuscates their code, so it's like I can't just look at the like Realm client code directly.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look at machine code and then like turn that back into C++ and then look through that. It's a whole process. It was definitely a lot of work. Deca added all those like new projectile stuff or like projectile acceleration and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to copy the same logic, and it has to be exact, or else the server will be like the projectile shouldn't be there; it should be over here, and disconnect me. So it was a lot of like trial and error.
That sounds so intense.
It was very stressful because I'd run into like a roadblock and I'll be like, I don't know if I can figure this out. And if I can't, then it's kind of just like dead end here. Project's over. But eventually, I'd figure it out, and it worked.
Definitely a very interesting project, though. It's kind of cool. Like it reminds me of like the FaceTime ones. Have you seen those where like people like make an iPhone and they put it in the fucking Minecraft?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, stuff like that is pretty cool. I like that. What led to the creation of the now official Realm Discord?
My memory's not the best, but I'll try to... Yeah, so there used to be another Discord before the current one. I was not part of the staff team or anything for that, but they didn't like the owner, so they made the current Discord. And it was originally the like subreddit Discord, so it would just be on the subreddit. Like it would be like the r/RTMG Discord. And eventually we asked Deca if they wanted to make it the official Discord. And they were like, yeah, sure, why not? So we transferred ownership to an account called Deca Games, which is just like a generic Deca account. Yeah, Deca owns the Discord, but they don't like micromanage or anything. We basically can do whatever we want on the Discord. And then they'll promote the Discord if we need to and stuff like that.
It's kind of evolved into its own community of Realm players at this point. How was it to see this community grow so large?
Like the Realm community or like
Discords? Like the official Realm community. Like there's a lot of people that are kind of like running around the general chats, especially.
Oh yeah, it's crazy because I became staff like when it had like 2,000 or 3,000 people in it, and now it has like I think like over 60,000, which is crazy. I think like when we grew a lot was like when we became the official Discord. So Deca would add like in their blog posts and stuff like join the official Discord and stuff, and we would do like giveaways and stuff that like every time we did a giveaway like a few thousand people would join. So we grew from like I think like 10,000 to like 30 or 40,000 like extremely fast. Now it's like slowed down since like a lot of people have joined already. But yeah.
How many does it have today?
Let me check how many people are in the server. I think it's like 62,000 people are in the server.
That's wait, you're actually like only like maybe a couple hundred above pub halls. That's crazy.
Yeah,
they're like
yeah.
neck and neck. What?
Whoa.
We used to be like 100 below pub halls, and then we passed them at some point. But yeah, we've been like pretty close to pub halls, like member count for like a few years.
Dude, fuck Mr. Beast versus fucking T-Series. This is the real shit right here, dude. This is awesome.
What the hell?
It's okay. We'll just run another giveaway, and surely people will join. Actually, a lot of people joined like 2 days ago when all the servers were down.
Alright, so just like nuke the servers again?
Yeah. I remember like a friend of mine woke up at like 3 a.m. to play and just couldn't for like the first 8 hours because of everything that was happening.
Dude, you remember pet saddlebags? That was a fucking holy shit.
There was like the whole like when they redid the vault, there were so many issues.
Oh
like,
yeah,
with the new vault.
Yeah, when they originally added the potion storage and everything, and they condensed it.
It was a good update, but it had so many
Such
issues.
a good update.
Yeah, anything to do with inventory, it's automatically assumed like there's gonna be a do.
Yeah.
Are there any future goals or plans that you want to see for the official Realm Discord?
Not really, to be honest. I think just like a place where people can chat about the game, like as long as it's that, which I hope is what it is already.
How about a different Discord? Pitch of the Mad God still around? Like,
that's been dead since Lost Halls 1.0, actually.
Wait,
Yeah.
what is Pitch of the Mad God? I don't know the lore.
So the lore is I used to be in a guild called Fellowship of the Mad God.
Oh, okay.
Me and 2 others. Well, so one of the like I think leader of the guild said like, hey, what if we make a Discord server where people can give life pots, basically pitching in to pay for shatters keys. So like if like 50 people pitch in for shatters, then that's 50 life pots. And if each key is like 2 life pots, that's 25 shatters. So for 1 life, you're basically buying the ability to run 25 shatters. So in the end, like everyone wins because you'll get probably at least 1 life pot from that, and usually more. And yeah, this was a time like when Discord's running dungeons was like not really a thing.
Yeah, it's like very new. I remember pitching for tombs. That was always fun.
Yeah, there was also like a different Discord called Tomb of the Mad God.
Yeah, and then where we initially met was Realm Closers.
Yeah, that was run by like a different staff member in the Realm Discord. I think I didn't do too much on it, but yeah, it was just a Discord to like close realms.
I thought that one was Ty, wasn't it?
I think it was RotMG.
Oh, it was Rock-On! Oh my god, I forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah, and then
I haven't actually talked to him in a while.
I haven't talked to him since then. Like, that was like a long time ago at this point.
That's such a cute idea though, like pitching in for keys.
Yeah. But now
should do
people
that
just open
now.
keys for free.
Yeah.
Like people just open it for free,
I
so
mean-
it doesn't matter now.
Because fucking stat pots are like useless at this point. Like,
Yeah.
That's true.
I remember when like we stopped pitching and Mag and stuff, I had like a mule dump with like all of our mules that would hold all the life. And we had like maybe like 1,000 something life just at the end.
oh,
Which at the time is like crazy. I think I lost that, so all that life is gone, but also now it's meaningless, so whatever.
oh well, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
It's like getting
I think-
upset over pennies.
Yeah. Like now, I remember like at the time, like a life pot was like so valuable, and now no one picks them up unless they need it.
Oh yeah, man, fucking like 8 normal life for like a Deca. The old fucking
Yeah.
8 defense for
Well, I
one.
miss when it was like 2 or 3 life for like tops. So like I would just run like a bunch of abysses, get defense, trade defense for life, trade life for tops. That used to be what I used to do.
Oh man, getting T6 ability, like fucking G Cookie was like 6 life because everybody played Paladin. That shit was so
Yeah,
spendy.
Paladin, Knight. Melee tops were like so expensive.
Yeah,
Like a
GJ as
Pixie.
well.
Pixie was like
Oh.
6 or 7 life, I remember.
Yeah, it was always kind of like sitting around what a Deca was, if not just a little bit less.
hmm
There used to be like a
And then
kind of trade up for it.
Deca did like 20 million OT events and mana basically was worthless. And then they did events for a bunch of other stuff, and then life pots in general became kind of worthless.
My favorite was when, if you had a UDL event, like Wiz was just worthless for the next like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you had, DDoX was a crazy one, because DDoX fucking, it threw the economy in fucking haywire, because you could get wine cellar tops from it, Not like T6 abilities, but it's like the fucking G-Sorks and stuff. And then it also dropped like life with a small chance. And tops would just be like armors and like swords and everything would just be worthless for a while.
Remember when they did the whole, what is it? They had that skin that like was only obtainable from like the chest that would spawn in OT and D-Docs. And the chest was like always active, so people would just rush to the boss room to damage as quickly as they could.
Oh, I don't remember this one.
I think this was also when they added Deca rings to the game. It was like one of like their first events when they were like messing around with like how to do events.
Yeah, when Deca first came about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like a little nubbin. I could barely even do Tomb of the Ancients at the time. So I think I just didn't join in. Like I was stuck trying to figure out sprite worlds, man.
I remember it was like pretty brutal because like unless you had like max speed, you basically didn't get to hit the chest and just didn't get the loot. And then Deca messed around with like doing events where you had to clear the whole dungeon, and they did that with like Satyrs and OT.
Oh, those sucked so bad.
Yeah, especially Satyrs ones. Like if you miss something, then you just didn't get to do a chest.
It was always the third clear room. Like you'd always forget one of the minions from there.
Or like a generator.
Oh my god, the gens! Oh my god, cancer. Those full clear events sucked. Oh my god, you'd be running around the fucking toxic sewers for an hour trying to figure out where that last little rat is.
Yeah.
And then they had to later on add the counter because like no, you couldn't tell if there's like one enemy left or like three or whatever. So they had to add the little counter, and they just got rid of chest events entirely that were like that because they were dumb.
Yeah, and now it's just kill boss, do a chest.
What's funny is I think it would work nowadays for certain events, or not events, certain dungeons, because like people would not be mad at like full clearing a fungal or a cult because people do that for fame anyway. Like there's already fame keys.
Cults, but full clearing like for a cult, yeah,
we hated this, and now we're doing it.
But the whole like fame rework, clearing enemies and stuff, actually was like viable for XP.
Which I'm not mad about.
The Godlands fame trains.
They're back.
Oh, I did so much fame training.
Dude, fame trains are back with a new realm. They're like actually pretty good.
Actually?
Are they fame cults good?
Yeah, fame cults are good. I mean, I think the fame train one is like good because you don't have to spend money on like upgrading the keys. So it's like money efficient. And
fame cults probably give Deca a ton of money.
Yeah.
With like modding the keys.
Oh my god, the amount of rerolls to get that fucking mod is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Does Deca communicate a lot with you guys for the official realm server?
Occasionally, yeah. If we need something, we can just ping them and they'll respond pretty quickly. I don't think there's not really much they need to tell us, I think. Whenever there's like a new public testing, just someone from the staff team will see the blog post and just open up the testing channels. I think Deca has permission, like a lot of Deca members have permission to do that as well.
And for like the public too, I see like Akalos is like always making announcements and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that was really awesome, like getting the shout out on the episode. That was really cool to see.
Oh yeah, I saw
that. That was so exciting.
We were so happy to see that. That was like, oh my god, like people are like fucking like people in the staff team like actually noticing that we're here. We're just little guys.
Yeah.
We're just little guys. Yeah. It was actually so funny because Ref messaged me and was like, oh my god, look. And then I saw it and I was like, oh my god, Ref. And it was just that back and forth for like,
freaking out.
I don't know, 10 minutes. It was so funny.
I was so caught off guard because I thought it was fucking GHCD who like brought it up because he got partnered like not even like a few days before. So yeah, and then he's like, it wasn't me, mate, and I don't know what's happening, but grats.
And then it was like all of our friends who were like watching us freak out. They're just like, that's real cool, guys. Anyways, want to run some chats? Anybody? Do the Realm of the Mad God Discord people get the Cybercop skin?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, really?
I forget if we asked Deca or Deca like mentioned it to us. They're like, hey, you can have your own skin. So I think we made it, and then they added it to the game and gave it to us.
Whoa,
that's super cool.
But yeah,
that's
I think
really
staff
cool.
members still get it. I don't see why not.
Do you get like commission for like the dungeons at all, or?
No. I think the reward for whenever you like make a dungeon, at least this used to be a reward. I don't know what it is now. You would get every UT and like 50 keys, and that was it.
Huh.
Like I think that's all that Toasters got when he made Lost Halls.
Huh.
I mean, it's not the worst. I feel like I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I think they should definitely get more than that, but
like every UT in the game or every UT of that
every
dungeon?
UT from the dungeon, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
it's cool, but it feels very weird as like a reward for
Yeah.
like you made this dungeon that we make like
Dungeons take so much time and effort to make.
and I can imagine they make like thousands of dollars off of this, like
Yeah.
A lot of people run Lost Halls, that's for sure. Like, I see hundreds of them being run every day. Maybe not hundreds,
Yeah.
less than that.
Same with like skins. I think if you're employed by Deca, I think it's like a commission thing where like they pay you a flat rate for each skin. I don't think they do. They used to do like UGC skins, but I don't think they really do that anymore. But you would when you're not like contracted by Deca, you would get no money from it. I think you just got the skin and maybe some gold. I'm not sure.
They have the skin submissions now, so like
Yeah,
anybody
I don't
can
think
submit.
they've ever used that, to be honest.
Oh really? I was
Maybe
thinking
they
of
have.
submitting one. What the heck?
Maybe they have, but as far as I know, I don't think. I doubt Aklos has looked at that in like the last few months.
Oh, Aklos, I'm gonna let you know if I submit one.
But also,
wanna
like,
see
I don't
Wolf's skin.
really pay attention to what gets in the game, so maybe he does. I don't want to say anything absolute.
Favorite change to Realm that you've seen in its history?
Favorite change? I'm not sure. There's been a lot of changes. I think. I mean, Exalt is like a big, obvious one.
Oh yeah.
I guess it kind of narrows down to Realm Rework or Exalt Client, because I think those are the big ones that changed the game entirely.
I mean, it would have to be Exalt. It just made the game so much better. At least compared, like, at least now. When it first came out, it was so buggy.
Yeah. I mean,
It was basically unplayable.
if you look at old videos of Realm from like Flash Client, like sometimes I look back at them, I'm like, how did any of us ever play on this garbage? This is terrible.
Yeah. The new Fog of War removal stuff, pretty nice. Even though it's only in safe spaces.
It looks good though. It looks great.
Yeah.
We're talking about how, I think on the GHC episode, right? We're talking about how like the minimap should like kind of keep things like unrevealed. Like if you go into a dungeon and you come back out, like you should still see what's going on there.
Yeah. I mean, especially now because the like the new realm map is like static. Like there's no like multiple realm maps anymore. It's just one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it would make sense.
Hopefully in one of the newer updates, once the beta realms become just the realm in general, I'm hoping that they start making some quality of life improvements. But I don't mind waiting because they're doing some great things. All the little quality of life things they're doing for the new realms look great.
Mm-hmm.
So far in this patch alone, I've seen so many sprite changes, and just the little like notification thing in the top left looks a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
And the
I
mission.
really like all the new sprites, the new realm. They just look so nice.
Oh yeah, and the shot sprites. They changed a lot of the shot sprites, and they just look a lot nicer.
Just all the new realm art, just like new shatters, all that looks so amazing.
Yeah.
Like looking at like the game like 10 years ago, and then seeing like a static image like walking around, not even like animated at all, shooting like a really basic projectile versus like now, where everything's like super animated,
The difference
projectiles
between
moving like crazy ways.
Archmage birds.
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
Archmage birds, holy shit.
Old shatters in general.
Yeah, I mean the Twilight Archmage and even the Sentinel had like at least
Oh my
3
God,
different
Sentinel.
frames, but dude,
Mhm.
the Twilight Archmage was actually just a JPEG. He literally had no other
Yeah.
sprite.
Sentinel would like move his sword up and down, right?
Yeah.
I think that's all it was.
But
Yeah.
now he's like spinning around in circles, fucking killing all my characters.
And I think at least King did, like King wiggled back and forth or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he did something.
Yeah, but yeah, fucking Archmage was literally just a JPEG. Oh my god.
God, there's so much weird stuff about old shatters. Like, what was that lava room? Like, what was that whole thing?
The Among
feel like
Us
this-
secret.
The toilet.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why was it like
Like
yeah.
that was just like in the dungeon, and like people just accepted it. Like, what? Why is that there?
You know what would be
My
cool?
favorite thing to do was Secret Switch, where you would have to teleport as a trickster, and it would just be a smiley face.
Yo,
That
yeah,
was cool.
yeah.
I actually liked Secret.
I loved that.
I like how they kind of kept it with like the generators for Archmage when you activate them, and there's the secret one for hard mode. I think that would be like a callback, right? Because it is Secret Switch or Secret
Yeah.
Gen, and then it was something for First Clear. I don't remember what it was, but there's little callbacks to the old shatters, which I really appreciate. Like you test the patience of a god. That's iconic. And then Skull has like the little sicken minions from like when you'd stay at the little bottom platform waiting for the king to be
Oh
done.
yeah. That also was like a weird phase in old shatters because it entirely relied on you being far away from the boss that the projectiles just don't spawn in.
Yeah.
And that was just like the intended way to do it because no one else did it any other way.
Yeah. And at a certain point I remember that they changed it so that the tiles would kind of like fall into the lava, so you couldn't sit at the bottom. So what you would do is you'd have to sit on the very edge of the bottom tile to like stay out of the
Oh
range of shots.
yeah.
Lava walking.
There's also like bagging and all that.
Oh, bagging, when you could like bag in, was it during tentacles?
It was like when he was walking up, you could put a bag down and he would not go up all the way.
Yeah, and you could you could grief that way.
Yeah, there was also bagging old ivory wyvern,
Oh my god, yeah.
which I think made the fight easier. I don't remember.
There was also, you could slow king when he went up, and that was another way you could grief.
Mm-hmm.
And you could put a C trap during tentacle phase, and he would like skip a phase? I don't remember. It was weird.
Yeah. Old Satyrs was jank. But I think that's also like why I liked it.
Yeah.
But new Satyrs definitely much better as a dungeon.
I miss ice spheres being as terrifying as they were.
Oh yeah.
You see an ice sphere and you just fucking sprint as far away as possible.
Yeah, ice spheres are scary. There used to also be like stack shots from those like stone mages or whatever.
Oh my god, no. Those
Where like they would like be
Yeah, they would
Yes.
stack all the spikes and you just instantly die.
I have a clip of me dying to that.
like Satyrs, like the Satyrs village, old Satyrs village, like the rush to like get to the other side to get to Sentinel. That whole sequence, it was just like so fun.
When you were in a free-for-all
Yeah.
Shatters too, it was kind of fun just being like, okay, we gotta
Yeah.
get the switches, run. The bridge isn't
Everyone
open,
gets
we
to
missed
the
a
end.
switch, guys.
Yeah.
It was so fun, especially when you had like a griefer crasher trying to activate every single spawn, and you're just like, guys, what the hell is going
Guys.
on? We didn't hit a switch. Come
Guys,
on.
run.
There's also like the bridge Sentinel drag where one person drags and everyone else just AFKs.
Oh yeah, dragging the blow bombs. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about all this. What the heck?
There was a lot of AFKing in old Satyrs.
Yeah. You know, before I was like, oh, why'd they change Shadows? I love that dungeon. But now that we're like recapping all of this, I understand. I understand.
Yeah. And that was like the end game dungeon.
So apart from Shatters, what do you miss from the past?
Honestly, I think just the economy. I love games with like a strong economy. And now there's like basically no reason to trade, at least for me.
Yeah.
I agree.
G-Life everywhere.
Like I love MMOs where like there's a whole like, marketplace and all that.
I think it'd be really cool to have like a marketplace within Realm.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
like
but
a
I
Grand
don't-
Bazaar.
I don't think
Or
things
Grand
are
Exchange.
really that valuable anymore. The
Mm.
things that are like not tradable, so
For seasonal, I think people would trade a lot more often if we had like a Grand Exchange or some like fucking just anything like that where you don't have to, because nobody wants to fucking wait in the US East queue for like 30 players and then sit there and be like buying a G-Sork for 2 G-Life. I think, yeah, if there was some type of marketplace, I think there would be a lot more merching in this game, that's for sure.
yeah.
They should do it like how they do in MMOs, where you can, let's say you want to get like a T13 sword, then you can sort by that. But like if they have a better item, then you can sort and find it and trade for it. Stuff like that. That'd be so cool. Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
cooking.
basically the... I mean, RotF had that. They had the... forgot what it's called, but they had like their own version of the Grand Exchange. Little marketplace
I'm thinking
thing.
of like Wizard 101 market, that kind of thing. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it's like an
Hated
MMO
Wizard
staple
101.
to have one of those.
Yeah.
But like, we're just weird. I don't know. Realm's weird. It doesn't feel like a normal MMO.
It's definitely not a normal MMO.
Yeah.
It's kind of
so far
charming
from
in
it.
that way, though.
Yeah.
But also it's kind of annoying. That's just missing a lot of
Yeah.
normal MMO features.
Yeah.
I
Like
wasn't gonna
guilds
say
just
it,
being
but-
useless.
Oh my god, dude.
Like-
Guilds being useless is so sad to me. I miss
Every
Guild
other
Ball.
MMO has like guilds have like actual functions and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
but party system.
Oh my
Party system.
god, they dropped the
right?
fucking ball on parties. They're so bad.
I thought
At least
they'd
they're
be
better now.
To be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely cleaned up a little bit, but I like how they outright disabled it, because at this point they're not getting rid of party reconnecting to dungeons. Like, it's already
Yeah.
so... At least they fixed it for Shatters, because it was the most egregious in Shatters.
Yeah, where you could just skip first boss.
Yeah, that was very silly.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. People just Nexus and then you immediately see them back in the dungeon, and that happened like 4 or 5 times in a row.
I come
Like-
back,
Yeah.
but stronger.
Have you seen that one person who died like 4 times to Trumi?
Oh my god.
There was like an image of like someone having like 4 graves at Trumi or something like that. I forget.
Oh my gosh.
But like, yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like at some point you just have to say enough is enough. Like, maybe I'm not meant to do this right now.
I forget. I think Moonlight Village also like used to teleport you in.
Yes.
So like you could just wait until it's the end and then go in.
Yeah, apparently they fixed it for Moonlight. So if you TP in, you actually just like die or something because of the Sicken fog, and you don't get teleported to the boss. Can you tell us anything about the Monk class? Because we've seen the preview from Mizumi's video.
I think Aklos has said like 20 times now that he hates the Monk class and it's never going to be added to the game.
Are you serious?
Come on, man. That thing looked so cool.
Yeah, I think Mizumi made that as just like a, if this was a real, this is what it would like, this is what it could look like kind of thing.
Like a conceptual.
Yeah.
It looked awesome. It looked fun.
It was also, like, I remember testing it and it was fun, but it also was like not balanced at all.
Oh,
because
really?
it was just like it was just a testing thing, so like balance didn't matter. Yeah. It's like a showcase.
I mean, that's supposed to be really glass cannon, right?
I think so, but yeah, Monk class is I don't think going to be added to the game anytime soon.
Do you play like League or anything? Dota?
I don't play League. I have a lot of friends that play League, but I don't play League.
Good.
Okay. So in competitive games, you know, when a character gets released, and sometimes they tend to be like a little overtuned or overpowered. Realm characters have never been released and been overpowered. Like Samurai was pretty underwhelming. Kensei was underwhelming. Ninja was very underwhelming.
Oh, what about Summoner?
Summoner's good. That was only because Inkyu was broken.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Otherwise, Summoner's like fine. We've never. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like new characters are always underpowered, and then a lot of them never recover. To be honest, like Ninja.
I think it's hard to balance all the characters.
I agree. I think they do their honestly. Actually, thinking back, they do their balance by giving them like really good whites from endgame dungeons. Like what makes Samurai cool is like sidearm. That's
kind of why I hate Bard, because Bard just feels so useless unless you have UTs.
Yeah.
But like up to that point, I just hate playing Bard. I think I only have like 1 star on Bard, where I have like 4 or 5 stars on every other class.
Fuck you. Mine's like 2 star, I think. It's like my lowest. Everything else is like 4 minimum, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I think like at the start of the year, Deca has been consistently doing like balance updates. Like that's when they do it.
Yeah, I like the little stat changes. I like the Sork rework was awesome. I'm a big fan of the way the Sork plays now.
Sork is so nice now.
Yeah. Very, very enjoyable class to play.
Yeah, it's such a fun class.
Is there anything you personally want to see in Realm?
I think just a guild update, to be honest.
That's facts.
What would you want to see in a guild update?
I think like just like normal MMO stuff where like guilds have like their own quests and stuff. I think that would be fun.
A quest would be cool. Like Tinker quests, but like your guild does them. Like get 5 of your guildmates, go do Tomb of the Ancients or something.
Or like upgrading your guild could actually mean something, like increase the guild capacity each time you upgrade.
Yes, please. Oh my god, we're actually TP is gonna get full here pretty soon.
Like I only play the game, like I only play Realm when I'm playing with others. I never play solo. So any updates to like improve the whole playing with friends thing, I would love to see. Which parties helped. Parties were great. Just being able to like just playing in the Realm and someone can actually, instead of waiting for someone to teleport to you and then going in the dungeon, someone just goes in and you just join them.
Yeah, super nice. I'm a little bit sad that it's gone right now because I've been playing in the Realm for the start of the season, like, you know, everybody else does. And not having the party system is just a little bit annoying because you have to like wait outside the portal. Oh, it's flashing. It's gone. Oh, well.
Is it gone? Because I played yesterday and it seemed to be working.
I think they removed it this morning, right?
Okay. I have not played today, so.
Yeah, I'm not 100% clear on what's happening with it, but they just kind of disabled it for a little bit, and I'm not sure why, but I imagine it's probably like the reconnecting issue is like probably still there.
Maybe, yeah.
All right, well, I don't know. Let's talk about one of the older dungeons of the Lost Halls. Do you think, it feels pretty outdated compared to all the other Exaltation dungeons. Do you think, maybe a Lost Halls 3.0 is in the works or something?
Not that I know of.
Have you heard anything about an advanced cult? That's something that I keep hearing about, but I don't know if that's like speculation or a legitimate thing.
I have never heard of an advanced cult, so.
God damn it.
I actually don't really know what Deca's been working on. I've not been too active on testing recently. And by recently, I mean like for the past few months.
Because, okay, if there is an advanced cult, here's my idea. You know how like Malice in the advanced cult, he like eats all his friends?
Mm-hmm.
In the advanced cult, it should be that all of his friends burst out of Malice. Like rip out of his body, and they're all mad that Malice ate him. I've been thinking about this for so long. That is exactly what I want to see.
What if that cultist that died came back in the advanced cult.
The black and the green one.
Oh.
I think it's black and green, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's the one that like just like that lore thing in the cultist.
Oh yeah, the
hideout.
little room.
The gravestone, yeah.
Yeah.
I like my idea, but I'll accept that as an alternative.
Well, why not? Like, it can be both. They can burst out, and that one guy can come back. I don't even remember his name.
The name is important. The colors are what matters.
I don't even remember Malice because he's the actual boss.
He's the guy.
He's the guy.
Yeah, he is the guy.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the names of anything. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Except the Moonlight stuff, because that has cool lore. Karisburg.
Like, I don't think I can name like most items in the game. Like tier 8 katana. Oh, that's July, right? Well, like tier 4 katana. I don't know the name of.
I only know like glass sword and obsidian
fire
dagger.
sword.
T4 is like Night Edge, I think.
What the hell?
I don't know. I play katana classes a lot, but I can't really recall it.
Something like that.
I don't fucking.
It's actually, I really don't know the names of things now that I'm thinking about it.
Especially lower tier items. It's hard to know
Yeah.
the name of because you don't really see them often.
I just remember heavy crossbow T7 because like back then, if you wanted a single shot, you carry on the T7 until you get T shot or Debo.
There was obsidian dagger, which was just weird.
Yeah, it just randomly had like a higher fire rate for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was so cool because of that. It's like, it's that one fucking dagger.
There's a lot of just if you think about like all the tiered items, the progression seems kind of weird. Just like if you like think of like the items as their sprite and like see how like they progress, because they should be stronger than the previous. But then there's just like random stuff in there, like glass sword. Like how is a glass sword that strong?
I always thought that the rainbow mithril dagger should be a higher tier because it looks sick.
It does, yeah. Has a cool sprite.
But it's tier 7 or tier 8 or something?
I think tier 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you used to.
Tier 8.
I think that was one of the ones that you used to submit to the old Tinker when the quest was like get a T7 item.
Oh yeah, you would get transformation potions and stuff.
Yeah. Fucking mystery dye and like a clover. I think.
The clover was like the actual good part of it.
Yeah, everything else was garbage. Yeah.
There's also that one guy that like was never active, but it was like the pick one of the 3 things. I forgot his name.
Oh.
But you would use those like blue orbs.
Yeah, he was like didn't he have like a weird gotcha mechanic?
Something like he would show you like 3 items that you could get, and then they were like randomized, and then you have to pick one of the 3, and you would get one of the 3.
Oh my god, it's been so long. What was the name?
But every time he was active, I was just not playing at the time, so I never actually got to use him.
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I can't.
He was right under the daily quest carpet.
Yeah.
What was his
Feels like
name?
a fever dream.
Yeah, dude. He's not real.
I think he's been used like 2 or 3 times ever. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so. You've like unlocked a core memory. Like that's so fucking old.
There's also the like quest kabam edit where you can get like greater wisdom, and that was like the first like greater pod you get or something.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, gee whiz, and then it became like a super like rare tradable on Realm I until they brought it back.
Yeah.
Same thing with the minor HP and the minor MP, like the ones that gave 50.
Oh yeah.
I was just about to say, I love how there are such random things that become so rare.
Yeah.
Like the minor pots.
There's also the potions that like have stacks, like to help, or like they had like 7 uses or something.
Oh
like that.
yeah, they brought those back.
Well, you can
Kinda.
Weren't you always able to get them from buying vault chests?
Yes. Oh, I thought they were like they brought them back recently. I don't know.
There was something that like was like you only could get from buying vault chests, because whenever you bought a vault chest, there would be a chance to have like a consumable in there.
Yeah. So those are only around from there still. Okay. I guess the reason why I've never seen it or haven't seen it in a long time is because I don't expand my vault chests anymore. So at the start of the season is the only time that I use it like a vault expander. It's funny seeing those little things. Yeah, the stackable MP and HP pots. Those are funny.
I just feel like such a relic. Speaking of relics, there's also the treasures.
Oh my god, yeah. I like how they try and tarot cards.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about tarot cards.
Yeah. I like how they tried to get everybody to get rid of their tarot cards by like submitting them for the quests.
Yeah.
But it's like, why even do that? It only gives you like a fucking like 500 feet per item or something. Dumb.
Yeah.
I think you can still trade for it. I saw it on RotMG the other day because I was
I think they're still tradable.
Yeah, they're just rare as fuck. Well, they're probably
They're just collectors now.
This is gonna be a little bit out of the boundaries of Realm, but what's your untrimmed skill cape?
I actually have only been playing RuneScape for like a little bit. Like I
Oh.
made my account like 2 weeks ago, so
Oh wow,
What the
okay.
heck?
I saw you on OSRS, and there's like a lot of there's crossover between OSRS and like Realm a lot.
hmm
So I just figured you were like one of the players that have been playing for a long time.
no, I have a lot of friends who have been playing for a long time. I think them playing has influenced me to like try it out, but yeah.
Same. That's how I got into it. Friends convinced me to play. Okay, I know you're you're a big Minecraft nerd like I am. What are your favorite mods or maybe mod packs?
Mod packs. I think I love just expert mod packs in general. I think like Project Ozone 3 is a great mod pack.
Okay. Yeah.
There's also like kind of a meme answer, but Greg Tech New Horizons.
And you maybe play
I
like
think-
a lot of the FTB ones, I guess, like the FTB hardcore ones, like maybe Infinity Evolved.
Yeah, I played a lot of Infinity Evolved when 1.7.10 was like the new version. A lot of the like expert Enigmatica mod packs are pretty good.
Enigmatic, I don't think I've heard of that one.
They make mod packs for like newer versions. Like Enigmatica 6 expert was pretty good.
Do you have any favorite servers, like Minecraft servers?
Windcraft I used to play a lot of.
Dude, that shit's crazy.
I played that like in like 2012. Like I've been keeping up to it, like up to date with it since like when I first started playing. But yeah.
Isn't Windcraft like massive now?
Yeah, it like blew up. I remember like I think like over COVID it like went super popular.
I know that like Windcraft as well as the Hypixel Skyblock is like I heard that one has
yeah.
like an insane MMO economy.
From what I've played and seen of 5-Pixel Skyblock, it just seems like the essence of like what makes like MMOs like addictive. Like I feel like they took what makes MMOs addictive and just made it into a game with like nothing else in it, because it just feels like super like a lot of just like grinding and like number go up kind of stuff.
Like a fucking cookie clicker basically.
Yeah, like I played it a little bit and it was like the early game seemed kind of fun, but after that just gotta wait for this number to go up and then I can buy something that'll, I mean, yeah, it's basically cookie clicker where you buy upgrades to make
Yeah.
number go up faster.
I kind of want to get into it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. It sounds.
It
kinda
does
fun.
have like multiplayer where like you and others can share like a single island.
All right, Sammy, let's do it. Come on, man.
Help. Help. Favorite color?
Red.
Wait, really? Cool. Okay.
Over you.
I don't know. I'm kind of changing. I'm in between colors right now. It was dark green.
What are you
It
between?
was dark green for the longest time, and now it's like really light brown. Like think like milk chocolate brown. But then somebody flamed me in like a random Overwatch lobby for saying that. So now I'm like, all right. I don't know.
Well, obviously the issue there was like playing Overwatch.
Yeah,
Real shit.
help me. I'm addicted.
You know what's a
I
good
can't
color? Dark cyan. That's a good color.
stop. Oh,
That's real as fuck.
I can't even imagine what a dark cyan looks like. Like I
So-
feel like that's so opposite of what it is, because cyan is such a light color in my mind.
Well, it's like the cyan in Minecraft.
It's like turquoise, maybe.
Oh, dark.
Yeah, it's like cyan in Minecraft. That's a good like the dye color.
that was
Wait,
one
that
of my
is a fire
favorites.
color.
It is, right?
Such a good color. It's like reminds me of like the ocean.
This shit goes hard. What the hell?
Except isn't your like the whole thing seafoam? Because sea.
I don't know, man. I just go shades of blue and call it a day.
Okay, whatever.
Like before, I was dyeing all my realm characters the dark sea green colors, because there's a dark sea green, a light sea green, and a medium sea green. And then after like a month, I was like, man, this is fucking stupid, and it doesn't even look that good with the skins I have, so I just scrapped it.
I used to do all red
Oh,
dyes.
really?
Now I just buy whatever animated dyes look as like the most stupid on my character, and I just use those.
Oh, I still do red. I'm a big fan of the fucking maroon. Holy.
Oh yeah.
Maroon and crimson on every character. Because
I
I,
think it
am a
looks
generic.
better on a lot of skins. I don't think the sea greens work very nicely on a lot of skins.
Maybe. Yeah, maroon works with a lot of skins. There's
I like
there's a,
the black and red combo. I think those look fire.
I do too, but the black in Realm is like unusable because it's like pitch black or it's like
Oh,
too
yeah.
light gray. There's like no good in between for like something that's like black but not like too dark.
I just love the animated dice because they often just look so stupid.
Oh yeah, they're super cool. I'm a big fan of them. Except for the mass-produced one. I don't like having like the ones that drop during events because everybody has it and I just look like a mass-produced character.
Oh no, okay. There used to be somebody named Kiwi on Realm, but right now it says that they're a 0-star, so I assume they transferred the name. But their account used to be like all green and brown skins, like an actual kiwi, and I thought that was the cutest thing ever. But now you can't see it anymore. Gosh darn it.
What is your probably like craziest or like funniest encounter that you've had in the official Realm Discord?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think a lot of them were probably like in mod mail, where like we would ban someone and they would just go off in mod mail about like random stuff. Like we would ban someone for like cheating, and it's like so obvious because they post a screenshot of them with having like the like different water in Nexus, the fungal water.
Oh, the fungal water,
Nexus,
yeah.
so it'd be like so obvious because like their IGN's there, they link their IGN so it's their account, and then they would go into mod mail after they get banned, and they would be like, well, you guys have no proof I cheated. I'm gonna contact my lawyer. Like, whenever people say they're gonna contact their lawyer, that's like the funniest shit because it's like, no, you're not. You're like 13. You don't have a lawyer. I don't think like the Deca Eklos account plays Realm. He has like his own like personal account that like he doesn't share that he plays the game on.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's like not admin.
Undercover.
Yeah, he mentioned that on Sebtub's podcast that he like plays on this little like account that nobody knows about, and he's been learning. I think at the time he was learning shatters.
Yeah, which is neat seeing like Deca people actually play the game.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of hope that's the case, but it's nice to actually see it.
Anything that you can tell us about Deca Triton, or is that like a super undercover like?
Oh, I thought it was obvious who that is. That's Zeus. They have the same profile picture on Discord. The Reddit moderator.
SEUS?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
They have like the same Terraria tree profile picture.
Okay, well, Sammy made it out to be a big mystery, so now I'm
Wait,
disappointed.
I didn't make it out to be. It was.
You might be thinking of Nano, because I've seen a lot of people ask like who Nano is.
Because somebody was saying that a.
Sammy?
No, it wasn't me. It was Adrius who was saying that there is a closed tester who is also a Realm YouTuber, and that nobody knew like which closed tester was the YouTuber because they kept their accounts separate.
Oh well, I don't know either. So.
Oh, what the
Okay,
hell?
well,
I've never heard of someone like that. So.
Maybe this is just hearsay. Maybe Adri's just trolling us, bro.
It's working.
Yeah.
I got fucking trolled, man.
It's working. We got fucking trolled. I'm talking to him about this next time I see him.
Dude, I like how Tiffit's just like, oh, dude, it's Zeus. And we're like, huh? And he's like, oh, I think you're talking about Nano. Huh?
Hey, do you have any plugs or anything you want to shout out, Tiffit?
Join the Realm Discord. Discord.gt/RotMG.
Linked in the description. Shout out to our patrons. We got Juix from Unnamed Studios and Leppy. Thank you so much for the support. If you guys like to support our Patreon, you can find us at patreon.com/decadebrief. You can email us with inquiries at contact@decadebrief.com. Shout out to DJ Quad, who produced our intro and outro music, and thank you so much to our guest.
I like the way you said inquiries there. That was very nice.
Thanks.
Tiffit, this is where you say goodbye.
Goodbye.
You say it. I'm not going to say it.
Oh my god. See, I wrote this at the end of the script when we first came back, and I told myself I'm not gonna fucking say it. And then I ended up fucking saying it, and now it's become a bit where I keep fucking saying it.
Yes.
Anyways, you can consider yourself debriefed.